What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm actually going to be just focusing on one stock. I'm going to be focusing on MSTR. And the reason I say this is because I've had this on my watch list here. I'll show you guys. I've had this on my watch list for quite a while and flagged, but it's now actually setting up. And I first saw this a couple days ago, and then I called it out in my TikTok. If you guys saw, you can kind of see. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my latest video, and yeah, I talked about this in my latest video, how MSTR was comparing it to what was the was comparing to SMCI. How, you know, there was a big move up short, and then we kind of went up. Or it wasn't SMCI, it was something else. I couldn't fully remember. Anyways, MSTR is setting up very, very nicely. And there's a few key factors that I'm looking out for this breakout. Now, the first one that I personally knew was that let me get on TradingView here for a second. MSTR. We're on SMCI because I'll talk about that in 1 second, but I'm just going to pull up this. Here on TradingView, the first thing that caught my eye was this little thing down here. Now, if you read, it says, will be added to the NASDAQ 100 index, replacing Moderna, with the change taking effect before the market opens on December 23rd. Now, this means that this stock will be added to the NASDAQ, and that's a huge thing. That means that there's a lot of potential buyers. The second thing is it's been holding up the EMA. We can we can see it on what's called here. Why is my EMA gone? Why? Give me 1 second, boys. I just gotta get my EMA. There it is. It's been holding up the EMAs pretty nicely. For some reason, I don't have. Okay, it's been holding up all the EMAs. You can see. I'm just gonna keep the moving averages there. It's been holding. If we go back to TradingView, you can see that it's very, very nice. Now, one thing you might notice is that it went up and it did go sideways, but it did have this parabolic short. And the reason I'm saying parabolic short is because my mentor, Morgan Trades, posted this a couple hours ago. And he said the trade idea, MSTR 20, December call, 600 calls. Okay. Funny thing is, if you go to my TradingView indicator, you can see that on the day here for the strike price, currently sitting at 408, the strike price, which for a days holding 5, is 593. Now, let's say it breaks out, it's 513. Okay, you add a little bit, it's 600. Okay, closest call option to 593 is 595, but you add a little bit of volume and price moving up on Monday. That's your breakout price, and that will increase too, and it will be 600. So the fact that my indicator in my script, my indicator is already telling you that this is going to break out at 600 strike price if you want a good contract. And then I see Morgan saying, hey, this is the idea for tomorrow, hopefully 600 calls. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I have the right idea, right? We have the right idea. And he says, and let's dive into this. SMCI had a very similar setup, same parabolic move into a big short day, followed by an explosive gapping breakout. MSTR is currently a very hot stock, and the reason he says very hot stock is because got added to NASDAQ, it increased its position into Bitcoin, and it's just doing very good. And the parabolic short has already played out, and he's talking about the parabolic short as in this whole candle, the parabolic short. This is what he's talking about. It's already played out. Now, if you look at SMCI, which is the company he's also talking about, this is the parabolic short that he's talking about. Big move up, parabolic short, and then it sets up and then breaks out, right? So that's what he's referring to as the parabolic short. And MSTR already has this happen. That's why he's saying that. It is continuing to build a range, making higher lows and lower highs while showing lots of strengths. Also, Bitcoin has been very hot. Obviously, as you can see, Bitcoin is now hitting 105K, so that's a lot. Now, will it be shorted? Will it go down? We don't know. May go up? We don't know. But right now, it is bullish, bullish, bullish. Crypto stuff is everywhere right now. And the reason I say also this is because coin is also on my watch list again. Even though it had a failed breakout, it is about to break out again. And it is involved in crypto stuff. So, do I think this will be a super long run? No. They almost never are after successful player block shorts. The only stock that have been contradicting, NVIDIA, blah, blah, and then it goes personal. But the reason I say this is because he shows us here. This is the SMCI, long range, pair block short day, boom, breakout day second, volume comes into breakout day. Now, here's the thing. Take a good look at this chart. Now take a look at MSTR, almost the same chart. Boom, pair block short. Then it comes to setup. Now this MSTR comes to setup for a longer time period, so it has more time to build in that volume. There's a lack of volume. The volume's dying. It's holding the EMAs. Breakout day, but not much. So there was a small breakout day, but it didn't really go anywhere. And it's still holding the EMAs, right? So it still has that potential of going. I'm going to move down to the 4 hours real quick right here. And you can see it's really squeezing. Like, don't mind this, because this was pre-market, as you can see, and then it just dumped after market. So don't mind that. But it's really like higher lows, or higher highs, higher lows, then lower highs, like, it's just building up in that range. Very tight. It's getting really, really tight. And then Monday or Tuesday, it's going to break out, right? Possibly Monday, that would be the best. We can even look at SPY just to see where it's at, because SPY has been also parabolic. You can see it's setting up on the EMA. Very, very good to break out to. So that's just the idea on MSTR, right? Really comparing this. We also have coin. Coin's a little less parabolic, but it did have a breakout, right? So we know this will want to go, and it will definitely want to go again. Now, this is really, really going to have to squeeze on Monday. If this goes anywhere on Monday, it's either up or down. There's no sideways. It's been super, super tight. You can look at the daily. The candles have been extremely tight on this. Just look at this, right? Extremely tight. And this went up, then it got reversed because of some news, crypto and outside news and stuff like that. So I don't mind this. But if it's going to break out, it's going to break out tomorrow. That, you have to mark my work on that. Very, very... 4 hours. Very, very, very tight. Let's cut to Morgan's again. He says coin here. Fuck, which one do I choose? They both look so good. Now, coin here on the daily, and then you have coin here on the 1 hourly. This looks perfect, right? We can even chart it on the hourly. Give me 1 second. I just got to chart this real quick. It looks the same, right? It is absolutely wild. Now, on the daily, I just want to see what my indicator is telling us for coin. Let's see. So right now, it's giving us the ADR of 6.9. Let's look on here, range 3.8. So it's a little higher than expected. 3.8 range, and then here it's giving us a 6.9. It is a 100-day look-back period. What about 20-day look-back period? Okay, 7.8 and 100 was what? 6. Okay, I'm gonna stay at 100. I'm just gonna change this to the manual ADR, which is a new feature here. As you can see, if we use manual ADR, it's not gonna do the automatic one. It's gonna do a automatic. We're just gonna do 3 ADR, and that brings us down to 357 if we're holding it for 5 days. And you can see that 357 is right above these highs. So that to me seems like a pretty good day, pretty good thing to go with 5 days. Now the thing is, on this breakout day, it moved 6%. So this right here of manual ADR of 6.9% is actually probably more of an accurate thing. Now, see, now it gives us 417. So 417 is really up there. That's a little too high for me, I think. So again, I'm going to use the manual ADR, and I'm going to say 3.8 as Webull is telling us, and that's 369. And I think 369 is probably the perfect one for coin. If we go down here and we go to option and we go to, let's say 27th, let's see, 369, anything close to that, we have 370 at 288. Or if we're going to do on 5 day, which is very risky, but 369 would be down here, 370 at 121. So both are very cheap. 5 days though on coin might be very risky. So coin would be, this would be the idea here. 370, yeah, $300. But that's the idea. So I'm just going to post this now. This way it gets out now and you can't blame me for, tomorrow and posting it tomorrow. I'm going to post this tonight so you guys have an idea of what I'm looking at. I'm just focusing on MSTR and coin tomorrow. That's the only things I want to trade. MSTR, I'm definitely getting in this if it breaks out. And if it doesn't, I'll get into coin. And if coin doesn't break out, it doesn't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is trading. So I'll see you guys tomorrow if I post a video tomorrow. But